Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm back today with another big update to clear up a ton of confusion around the campaigns that are running for the EIDL loan programs and the EIDL grant programs. We have too many names, we have too many emails, we have too many forms, and a whole lot of mistakes happening. So I want you to share this video with everybody you know that is in the EIDL loan program or grant program because there is a ton of great information contained inside. So let's get you all caught up. Hello everybody, I'm Edward Bilder. To all my loyal subscribers out there, welcome back for another video. And if you are joining us for the first time today, consider becoming a subscriber. I'm getting a lot of new viewers on the channel. Some of you are subscribed, some of you are not subscribed. Consider becoming a subscriber. I have great giveaways and I post daily videos on all of these packages that are contained within Stimulus. So you're going to want to get your details right here because you're going to avoid mistakes and you're going to get your funds much faster by following a lot of the instructions I provide. Now, I wanted to make this video and I'm sorry, I'm a bit nasally, so everybody who's been watching me for a while, you probably noticed there's a difference in my voice. I'll get through this. I have a little cold, so just bear with me. We'll get through this together, all right? Now, I wanted to make this video to talk about the 5 different campaigns that are running for the EIDL loan programs and the grant programs because, man, there's so much confusion out there, and you might think to yourself, like, wow, I don't know that I don't know that I'm confusing them. However, when it comes to those emails, if you want to avoid being denied for unverifiable information, you're going to want to pay attention to this video because you can't just send one email that covers everything. All right, so we're going to talk about all that and more, and we're going to clear up the 5 different campaigns. They are the EIDL loans, the EIDL loan increases, the EIDL advanced grant or lack of, the EIDL targeted advanced grants, and the grant reevaluation process, and now the EIDL supplemental grants. I know, say that 5 times fast while you have a cold. It's not something easy to do. Now, some of these programs, they all have different emails. Some of them have major glitches and wrongful denials, and they're time bound for resubmission of new information and new forms. So there it is. If you're thinking, well, I already sent that form in to that email, yeah, these emails are not connected, so you could have sent the forms into one email, but not the other email. Find yourself approved in one status and find yourself denied in the other status, and you're saying to yourself, what went wrong? It came back, I had unverifiable information. That doesn't make any sense because I was approved over there, but not over here. So we're going to clear that all up for you here and explain to you what the whole unverifiable information is coming up here next in the video. So I'm going to dive into all the EIDL confusion here, and I'm going to break it out per program, per campaign, whether it's a grant or a loan, and all the deadlines that are contained within it. So use this video as a reference anytime you receive some kind of email from one of these programs, and remember that there are deadlines to these requests. They're not always spelled out inside of it. It doesn't always say you have 7 days to respond. So just keep that in mind. It's found on the FAQs for the regular standard programs. So I'm going to start with the EIDL loans because you are now eligible to receive the EIDL loans under pandemic declaration, which has been extended. It used to end in 2020, and now it's going to end 12/31/2021. So consider this for a moment. These loans are designed to handle natural disasters like floods, tornadoes, hurricanes, and earthquakes. However, today they've added for a pandemic the economic injury point of it. All right, so that's where it comes in: economic injury disaster loan, meaning some government shutdown put you out of business due to this pandemic, and therefore you need to substantiate a loan with the SBA. So today, if you were denied for the loan, remember there are 2 different words floating out there. There is the word reconsideration and the word reevaluation. It's a new word, reevaluation, but reconsideration applies only to the loan, and that's where you could submit additional information to substantiate the need to get approved if you were denied for some reason through a reconsideration process. The reevaluation process, don't confuse it, that belongs to the grants. Now remember, this is a loan and it must be paid back. It's not free money, and it probably will never be free money. I know some channels will say this, they're working to get it to be free money. I see it as never being free money. All right, so this is a 30-year loan. Your first year is deferred. They now extended it. So the loan comes with a 3.75 APR if you are a business, or 2.75 if you're a nonprofit. And if you're over $25,000, it requires collateral and hazard insurance. And if you reach $200,000, you need to apply a personal guarantee to it, which is your own SSA, and you cannot exceed $500,000, which is equivalent to 24 months of working capital. If you want to apply for this, simply go out to the sba.gov/coronavirusrelief and get this thing done. You can find the link in the description if you want to start today. Let's shift over to the EIDL loan increases. Starting on April 6th of 2021, you are eligible if you received a loan in the past or if you're receiving a brand new EIDL loan now to 4x that loan up to $500,000. 4x that simply means it was previously 6 months of working capital and it is now 24 months of working capital. But if you already received yourself 6 months of working capital, you are only eligible to receive 18 months of working capital, which is the balance of that 24 months, right? I hope that makes sense. So if you received 0, just simply go back 2 steps, go back 1 step in the video and apply through the normal process, and you can get that full 24 months right off the bat. If you were already in the queue somewhere and you weren't approved yet while this whole transition was happening, let's say you applied before April 6th, you never received any responses, the April 6th deadline came up, the SBA is going to adjust that for you automatically. When they give you your new loan increase, when they give you your offer for the original loan, the first loan, it'll already include that loan increase. So you don't have to go and reapply for this if you've been sitting in the queue, all right? Now, credit checks are being flagged for the loan increase as well as the original loan. But as for the loan increase, they're going back and they're flagging your credit a second time. Now, I know that there's been many press releases and many pieces of information out there all over the internet that said credit checks will not be taken into consideration for the loan increases. However, I'm getting so much feedback from my viewers right here on this channel and on my Instagram that they are checking credit and denying you based on that credit. All right, so don't start emailing and calling everybody yet. All right, I am going to dig into this deeper and find out more information as to what the right path is here. But regardless, if you've been denied, you will need to go through a reconsideration process. So there's still going to be some work you have to do on your side. Now, if you have not yet received your email to start this process for your loan increase, this means you already received funds and you want to do the loan increase, just search Ask Bilder EIDL loan increase new process, and I'll put a link right here so you can find it yourselves if you can click the link. Otherwise, search Ask Bilder EIDL loan increase new process, and you'll find it that way. Let's talk about the EIDL advance grants, or the lack of the advance grants, because everybody keeps messaging me on the channel and on Instagram saying, how do I go and apply now for the $10,000 for the first time? And the answer is you cannot. You just simply cannot. The bottom line is it's no longer available for the EIDL advance grant. So that $10,000 that you hear about all these channels talking about, or even the brand new $10,000 that could potentially come for everybody, that still only applies to everybody who was in the queue prior to 12/27 of 2020. And therefore, if you're a new applicant today, 2021, you would not apply for any of these. These are the Jackie Rosen bills, the bills that are out there. Let's get $10,000 for everybody as intended in the CARES Act. And that is simply to get everybody the fund that was originally intended in the CARES Act, get them all that $10,000 if they received anywhere between $1,000 and $10,000 based on the multiplier of number of employees. So if you're asking today if you can get the loan, the grant for the first time, the answer is no. You cannot get the grant for the first time. I'm going to shift over to the targeted advanced grants, but before I do, if you want to say thank you for all the research I do here on this channel, hit the old like button. It's probably the best way to say thank you, and it helps YouTube recommend this video to other people. And you can also check out my courses in the description on B&B crash courses and short-term rental crash courses. Get in the game with $50 in your pocket, earning an extra $5,000 to $10,000 every single month. You can check that out in the description. I'm going to shift into EIDL Targeted Advanced Grants. Now, this program is like a makeup program for all of the wrongdoing for the CARES Act and the EIDL Advanced Grants. It's kind of like a, oh, I'm sorry. However, it's not sorry enough because it doesn't apply to everybody. And let me explain here. So it applies only to everybody that was in the queue prior to 12/27 of 2020, broken out into 2 different queues. Priorities 1 is if you received any money, and priorities 2 is if you received no money. That's kind of the order of how they're processing these. And it's for everybody who received the $1,000 times the number of employees or received nothing. to get the full balance of their $10,000. So you get the rest of that funding and the full $10,000 if you apply under these new rules, which is having a 30% reduction in gross receipts, being 300 or fewer employees, and being located in a low-income community found on the map. You could find it in the description, or you could search Ask Bilder EIDL 4 steps. It walks you through everything for qualifying for this process. The grants are currently being funded today. However, there's a lot of glitches out there, and I've been supporting everybody on this channel over these glitches. I post videos all over the place on glitches. You can also search Ask Bilder EIDL glitches and find all the videos. So if you are currently stuck in a glitch, let us know in the comments where you are, what exactly that glitch is. We have right now 5 that we're currently aware of, and the latest glitch that we know of is you were once approved for the targeted advance grant and now it is showing up as an error. The SBA has indicated to many people that yes, they're aware of this error. However, they're not working on this fast enough. They're saying they're working on it to get it resolved. I'm not saying they're working on it fast enough, so I think it's time to start alerting our congressmen and women out there to help us support this effort and get on top of the SBA to fix all of the glitches. So let me know in the comments. I'm trying to compile a whole list of glitches and figure out how many people are affected by all of these glitches. So let us know in the comments. So I'm going to shift into the EIDL supplemental grant, but before I do, I've been talking about a lot of free money, and right now in the description you can get yourself more free money if you follow the links for Webull, BlockFi, M1 Finance, or Robinhood. They're all giving away free stuff, free stocks, free sign-on bonuses, and these programs won't last forever. I use Webull every day, and if I recommend my friends by clicking 2 buttons on Facebook, when they sign up, I get free stocks, and each month I get around $2,000 worth of free stocks. I could keep them, I could trade them, or I could cash it in and go take my money elsewhere. So check out Webull in the description. Check out all the other offerings that are in the description because they all have free stocks right now. Really simple to sign up and easy to do. I'm going to get into the EIDL supplemental grants now. Now, this grant came with the American Rescue Plan. It's the most recent grant available. It is $5,000 and comes with new rules. All right, it's $5,000. They've only reserved $5 billion for this program, and it is not currently available. So we're waiting for the guidelines to be issued by the SBA, planning tentatively for 4/23, which is Friday, which is the end of this week. Now, the qualification here is you have to be 10 or fewer employees. You have to have suffered a 50% reduction in gross receipts. And it is to be determined if you need to be in low income or not. And it is also to be determined if it is eligible to new applicants or if it's everybody that was previous to 12/27 of 2020. So that information is going to come out with the new guidelines. Stick with the channel right here if you want all your updates. Okay, so the last step here is tying all this confusion all together with all the emails, okay? You have to be very thorough because remember, you could get flagged for unverifiable information. I'm going to explain that now. You only have 7 days to respond. Otherwise, you get a straight denial for unverifiable information. So you could be receiving emails from multiple different emails and sending the exact same information back to that person on the other end of it who's working through your application, and they could drop you a denial if you did not respond to them within 7 days with the information that they've requested. And that's what that whole unverifiable information is. All right, so to tie it all together, if you're looking for the loan increases, it is COVID EIDL increase request at sba.gov. This is a path that you want to take if you want to go from the 6 months to 24 months and you already received the loan. Now, the general email inbox for the targeted advance grants is targetedadvance@sba.gov. It's completely general. This is where you ask your questions if you're stuck in glitches or if you're confused about something in the process, but it's not actually sending any good information back right now. They seem to be ignoring that inbox. The next one is the Targeted Advance Reevaluation at sba.gov, and this is if you want to have a second look taken for a wrongful denial of your Targeted Advance grant. And remember, reevaluation is different from reconsideration, so don't confuse the two. If you get emails back that says more information is requested for reevaluation, you have 7 days to respond to that one. And if you get another email back on a different day, different time for reconsideration, you have 7 days to respond to that email as well with the same practically information that's got to go in a different direction. So I know it seems crazy. I wish they had a portal that ties all this together, or some central repository so you can submit one form one time and have it be over with. But they wanted to take the long path in getting this done. If you need further assistance found outside my free content here on YouTube, you could find me pinned in the top comment for a one-on-one consultation. just click the link and set up a phone call with me. Remember, I'm always looking for new partners and investors in my BNBs. You can also check out my crash course there on BNBs. Get into the game with $50 and earn $5,000 to $10,000 extra each month. Take some of the stimulus money, get out there, start changing your futures. Remember to check out all the great programs, all the great free money found with all of Webull, BlockFi, M1 Finance, and Robinhood in the description. And yeah, start changing your futures today. That's going to do it for today, folks. I wish you all the best, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.